You are now tuned in to the Soul Verb Lounge.
How y'all doing?
What's good? See, now today we're going to talk about
the natural. Being natural.
Natural, baby.
Natural.
Woo, woo, woo.
In more ways than one.
Yes, and we are seeing a huge resurgence of this naturalness going on with a lot of sisters coming back to the naps. We appreciate that. So we want to talk a little bit about what we use, some of the things that we use, some of the things, not just with natural hair care. Now, with we're talking about natural living.
Right.
The both of us are vegetarians.
Yeah.
And haven't always been.
No.
Haven't always been vegetarian. I was raised on a hog, baby.
And I was too.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then Venetia Baden in the back behind the camera, baby. Piggy.
My son, I have him. He's not vegetarian. I don't think you should force anyone. That's being of a young age,
right,
to be a vegetarian. Eventually everybody's gonna make their own choices.
Right.
I grew up in a vegetarian home. My mom became a vegetarian when I was at the age of either, I think, 14 or 15, and we thought she lost her mind. But I was able to see how a vegetarian lives successfully. Yet she fed us turkey, products. She got rid of the pork and made us eat turkey products, and we thought she was crazy for that. And making us eat wheat bread. She took away the salt. She took away a lot of things when she changed her healthy habits. Because she made us do.
There's like some stigma that if you choosing to eat differently or choosing to live differently, then you're crazy. If it's outside of the norm. Right. And the norm in this society is to eat pig. The norm in this society is to chow down on high cholesterol foods, and as we've seen, it contributes to diabetes. It contributes to
high cholesterol,
heart attacks. All of these things. It contributes
heart
to
disease.
Yeah, and they are definite factors.
Cancer.
Yeah. Cancer is probably the main. I don't have my statistics with me, but it's probably the main disease that is related to all of these unhealthy habits that we have.
And the main thing about it is that eating a lot of these foods that you mentioned, a lot of these diseases come from basically the slowing down and clogging of the system.
Biology.
And the things that slow down and clog the system are the main culprit is meat.
Yes.
And it does a lot of stopping of the system, including our favorite seafoods.
Yes.
Like shrimp has more cholesterol than a chicken breast.
The devil is alive.
Let's think about this.
And people think shrimp is a healthier choice, but it's actually not.
It's a scavenge. It's nasty. Shrimp have, you eat poop when you eat shrimp. You do know that, right? Okay. Let's just think about this for a minute. Now, see, the different foods that we consume, we have to think about, like, if they're animal products, the things that they consume, because we're eating what they are eating. And a lot of these animals are eating a lot of synthetic things, a lot of synthetic grasses, a lot of synthetic meats, also, and then they're also being taken to slaughter, and a lot of them are not being slaughtered properly, so you're also eating their fear. You're eating that anxiety that's in their cells. So, it's all chomped up into that meat, and no matter how much you fry it, how much you bake it, it's still in there. You know what I mean? It's in there. It has morphed into their cells.
And also, the meat that we know of, or we think the idea that we have of meat and cows and of chickens, is not the same anymore. They don't eat the same things that chickens ate then. And the cows aren't eating the same things that cows ate then. Like, you think of cows, you think of eating grass. A lot of cows are not eating grass, they're eating corn. Like, the chickens are now eating corn. And everything else that you can think of is eating corn. And that's also destroying their system because they're not meant to be eaten. When the last time you saw a cow in the cornfield eating corn? Think about it. But it's easy to feed them corn to keep them alive just enough so that you can purchase the product. So they're not even eating what they're supposed to eat, and then the bacteria that they have, E. coli forming in their stomach, is doing them so bad that what they're doing is putting grass down in their stomachs on the side of their bodies in order to keep that bacteria under control, rather than just let them eat the grass. So they're doing a lot of things to the meat that they didn't necessarily do. So now when you eat the cow has the last laugh because the cow ends up sending you to the grave. And I'm not as rich as Oprah, so I don't have to worry about losing any money by speaking against beef. But you see how they got Oprah Winfrey when she talked about beef. They was like, "Hey, don't you influence the economy? You don't influence the economy by talking about beef products. You get the all dairy. You think about cheese. You think about all the types of cheeses there are, and all the cheese that everybody loves. You think about leather. You think about all the meats and different kind of cuts and steaks that there are. You can't mess with beef in this economy.
Right.
Because it's too much of a staple. Then if you mess with the beef, you mess with the corn production because they eat a lot of the corn. So you can't really talk about that stuff.
And it's an easy money maker. You know what I mean? It all plays together. This contributes to cancer. Cancer contributes to treatment. Treatment contributes to dollars.
Now I know we also wanted to talk about our natural hair care. Products and things that we use. And you might be surprised at what I use on my hair versus what Janessa uses on her.
You probably use about the same thing. But how long have you been natural?
Oh, I've been natural since '96.
Since '96 is 2012, and I've been natural probably about 10 years now myself. And before then, I know you said you've only had the creamy crack in for like 2 years out of your entire life. And myself, I went through the whole. I'm from the East Coast. We permed out. All of that. Well, I'm not from the East Coast. I'm from the Midwest. Excuse me, which is more Eastern. But I was probably like maybe 10 years in perm game myself, and coming back to naturalness. I find that for me, it is a lot more maintenance. But there's strength. I'm like, hey, Sam's the strength in my hair.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the more I pick at it, the stronger my arms get. The stronger my arms get, the stronger my core gets. The stronger my core gets, the stronger my back gets, and I'm able to carry what I need to carry to go through my life. So that's how, I put that thing in there. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, and I have a confession, that I miss eating hot dogs. It's just something about biting into a hot dog that was very, very great. And I miss the meat, the juice that pops in your mouth when you bite into a hot dog. As a vegetarian, as a vegetarian, you can't get that feeling from a vegetarian hot dog. You guys know pop, the juice, So that's my only thing that I miss about being a vegetarian. I'm sorry, it's the hot dog. So I have to find other ways to make up the juice for that.
Nasty dog.
Okay, is that TMI? Is that TMI? Okay, well, I'm sorry, that was my guilty. It's not the ribs, it's not the chicken, it's the dang on hot dog. So anyway, yeah, go ahead and put the birds chirping. Go ahead and put the birds chirping in there.
So what products do you use on your hair?
I'm kind of embarrassed. I use shea butter, I use coconut grease and all that stuff, but my hair is kind of like, as we discussed, has a tighter curls than yours. But in order for mine to not stay dry, I actually use Carefree Curl Moisturizer. But from back in the day, Carefree Curl, keep it soft. I ain't using Carefree Curl. I use Hawaiian Silky Curl Activator in my hair from back in the day. And it keeps it soft, and manageable. Otherwise, it will be dry and frizzy, and I wouldn't be able to comb through it after it dries. Yeah, so that's what I had to find. It keeps my hair moisturized the whole day and it doesn't dry. So, and I don't know if that's natural, but it is what it is.
Okay. Well, cool. It's all kind of products that you can use. You can do shea butter. You can do, olive oil. Olive oil is good for the scalp. You can do, what are some other things? What you say, coconut?
You can do the coconut grease. And you can also put a little bit of lemon inside of your shea butter and melt it, and it gives it a sheen and also that you probably don't usually experience.
So what we want to know is for all of our natural brothers and sisters out there, most brothers I would hope are natural. But what we want to know, just in case you're not, or if you are,
I saw a curl the other day.
I mean, Sylvester made that thing popular. But
I feel like I'm a living color right now. Look at my little top. You remember what's my
Antoine!
Look at my little top.
Hated it. But what are some of the things that you use or is beneficial to your healthy life that you found? Are you a vegan? You know, what are some of the things that you do that contributes to a healthier lifestyle for you? You know, whether it be natural, whether it be vegetarianism, whether it be smoking a tree. Sorry. Whatever contributes to your natural. No, we're here at Soul Verb Lounge because we want to help with the whole naturalness of living. Yes. We want to live our healthier lives. Is basically what we're saying.
And it's not a judgment, you know, to each its own. But we've just opted for a healthier lifestyle. True. You know, I became a vegetarian one day by watching a video, and it wasn't about all the bad things they do to animals, okay? It was about basically our food pyramid being the product of politicians and politicians being in your home. Yeah. And that is not accurate. So you don't need the amount of proteins and meats and foods that we're eating. So we're eating more meat than we are eating vegetables, which is causing all of these diseases. True. You know, diseases aren't floating around in the air. True. You know what I mean? Diseases are coming from what we're inputting into our body. Same thing with STDs. It comes from what you put in your body. Right. So we get all these other diseases that's causing these health problems from what we're putting in our body. Right. So it's the same thing. So, right. But yeah, so we'll be talking more about natural things and answering some of your questions. So we hope you submit some comments about your experiences. All my natural sisters out there, we want to hear from y'all. We need some ideas about what to do, baby.
Power to the revolution.
Peace.
So
after revolution.
Myself, along with the other ladies, have decided to be more conscious about our mental health as well as our physical health. And we're choosing one thing that we are going to change, that we're going to resolve to work on, to improve, to make our lives better and healthier. And all of this is leading up to our April show, which is going to be our Southern Soul Sessions, along with Poetically Correct, coming together for women's health. We're going to honor two very special women that we're looking at success all the way around for 2012. We thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
I feel like they ain't gonna tire on them poles. Uh-oh. Is that on tape?
Yes.
Can we get some bloopers?
Are we ready? Yes, we can move over to the music break. Okay. Alright, Soul Verb Lounge.
Hey, now you are tuned in to the Soul Verb.
Well, I sure do wish I was ready to start.
Got me getting up while you're getting down.
Okay.
What you doing?
Just the intro.
You got the same thing on.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, it's Soul Verb Lounge t-shirt, so you know what? This gonna be a trip.
We look glam the fuck out. You look like the earrings.
I am, but the only reason I'm doing it is to introduce the health aspect.
You want to like introduce it first, and then we come and sit down. And then we just like naturally just come and sit down.
I just need to see. I need you all. Let me tell you what I need y'all to do. No, that's a good idea. We're gonna let y'all go ahead and.
From miles around,
yes, that's a good idea.
You shake your booty to the ground. Get down with your bad self. 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 Get on. Get down with your bad self. Get down with your bad self. Well now with your bad self. Get down with your bad self.
Hey.